It actually does. It goes like that. So yeah. Oh man, it's been an interesting day. I've been looking right now into a couple of altcoins. Today I have like, let me count them. Uh, one, two, three, four, um, five
I want to be an
different
octopus. That's what
alerts.
I'm at.
What is it?
Octopus. I
Oh,
want to be an octopus. I'm 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 half of a crab right now.
oh, nice. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, love it. Nice. Look at
You
that. I
know, I
was
don't
not
mind
aware.
half a crab. Crab's pretty tasty, bro.
Oh man, love it.
That's too good.
I love the octopus though. That's one of my favorites. Ceviche. Of octopus. That's pretty good.
Ceviche. Hey, what's good?
Yeah.
Hey, oh.
Oh man. Dangerous crab, he says. Bravo for. I love it. Oh, don't. No, wait. It's not dangerous. It's what? How do you read that?
Dugne, Dugnionis?
Dognus?
Dugnionis.
Oh, sure.
It's a type of crab. I don't know. It's maybe it's the itchy ones. Who knows?
Hopefully it's not that one. The only type of crabs I get, it's on the stomach. You know when you get the
Yes.
crabs? No, just kidding. I also like crab. Lol, he says.
It's a lot of
Yay,
work
good
though,
morning.
man.
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, I want to do a little bit of announcement. If you can, and if you're willing to, could you go? If you think that we're doing a good job, could you maybe go to Trustpilot and leave us a little bit of a review? I think that will help us a lot, especially today. If you can, that we will really appreciate your support. So give it a try. Again, no strings attached. If you think that we're providing some value, go to Trustpilot and leave us a 5-star review, please.
Do you
Other than
got the
that,
link? You got to give them the link, man.
let's go. Last time I gave them the link, and Trustpilot told me, "Hey, quit giving them the link." So, but let's do it. Why not?
I'll give them the link. You can give it to me, and then you can say this. Did DJN gave it to them?
Here it is. Here it is. Let me just push it here, paste, and that's it. You can go here, evaluate chart prime, and it takes you right to the evaluation page.
There you go.
Thank you guys. Thank
5-star
you.
review for OC.
Yay! And for Alex.
I get 2. I don't mind.
All right, so let me show you what I got in between my hands before you start showing how you move the markets. And you mentioned you could be long, right? So you're expecting a possible rejection at these areas because I could,
Mm-hmm.
by the way. All right, so let me bring on my screening here, and let me get started before I get started with Bitcoin. I want to get started with altcoins, and that is because a couple of alerts have been ringing. So let's get started first with the Otter's official coin, which is XRP. A joke, by the way, it's not their official coin. I'm just trying to push his buttons, and this is a little bit of a mess, right? So let's get that mess out of the way. And we were expecting yesterday, or we were doing an analysis where we were comparing a possible flat top, right? Because we have this top, this top, this top, and these other two tops in here, triangle. But the actual triangle started in here as we were coming back up. So really, we're not gonna be expecting or doing this kind of movements. Although remember, Plan A was breaking through, right? So despite a rising wedge was going to the downside, we and that will make some logic where we're gonna be waiting for a breakout retest. So we already have the breakout. What are we gonna be expecting? It is that lower high, right? Or at least that double top and lower oscillator, and then coming back down to the zero line. So that could be a 2-3 candles retracement. That's what I'm expecting to consolidate the breakout, and then the target could be, and let me bring on my support and resistances. Here we go, 249 or 266. So that's what I could be expecting on XRP. I'm trying to position myself on XRP, and now I see why I moved this. Let's just put it here. Perfect. And that is because remember that yesterday we have an announcement or a news calling out a blue chip ETF, right? Is Truth Social pushing out an ETF that handles Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, Solana, and CRO. So I don't know what CRO is doing there, but whatever. So trying to go for buy the rumor, sell the news kind of deal here. Just be careful because you are putting yourself at risk if you're going for that. Again, we are trading on non-manipulation. Sorry, we could be trading on expectancy and not on hard core data. Nonetheless, tends to play it out. So if you're doing that with responsibility and low amount of money, so small amount of money, you could manage your risk in there. Even so, I'm going to be doing this maybe at a maximum of 10x. So still waiting for that retracement. Let's go to the rest of my alerts because we also have Solana breakout retest, remember? And we set up a possible rejection or breakout zone. Let me hide this up just for a second. There we go. We have gone through that alert. You remember, we had this one as an alert. We went through, we are retracing, we are above the zero line. So what am I expecting? A breakout retest or a rejection. So far we are at the limit. Let's see if we can reject. If we reject out of that, that's fine. I'm gonna be longing it from down here, and if we break to the upside, well then I'm gonna be longing it back again down here. Or if we make a little bit of a flag to my second bottom. All right, so just looking for that possible reaction again. I'm not willing to trade right now this possible pump. I rather go for the retracement. They'll give me much better possibilities to go for it. And then XRP, of course, we had a alert ringing today in the morning. And CRO, again, we had that alert ringing in the morning. What's happening here? What we were expecting yesterday, we're flagging out. This kind of candles, they don't really sit well with me. Not at the top. Right, not for longing, because that is liquidity not being able to be, I mean, barely grabbed, but not being able to take over, right? Where are we sitting onto? If I bring this up, we are in fact on a liquidity zone, and we keep rejecting, basically giving me something like a possible Bart Simpson. That's why you see my next alert being somewhere around, let me show it to you right here, 0.088, because I'm expecting that this could have either a down flag movement, so a bullish flag like this, and then I might be able to hit this, or even, you know what, I think I should be changing and pushing it up into the smart money zone in here, right? Or even between the smart money and the retail entry. I think that will be a much better area for an alert. So I still have maybe a couple of ticks in here or a couple of minutes to react to it. All right, so this is what I'm expecting, or this is what I'm looking for, or at the worst, having that Bart Simpson and then going to hit that dynamic reactor. So that's what I'm seeing on CRO, Ethereum, Link, and Gold. Let me hit those off first again. Same thing almost everywhere. We're having a breakout right now. We are hitting most of them in area that I'm already was expecting, right? And we're expecting for maybe 1, 2, 3 candles retracement, right? For then my next possible entry. So a possible short and on Ethereum, because Ethereum, right, at 2,677. Let me add another alert in case I was wrong and I start overshooting. If I overshoot, I will be having this support higher up in here, so my entry point will be again a little bit higher. I'm looking for longing Ethereum on its break back down, on if it's retest, right? So Ethereum is one of the ones that I'm eyeballing, sorry, next to XRP. Link, at the end of it all, we did have the breakout that we were expecting, but farther down below, right? In here, I could be again, just like everything else, going for that retest and then continuation. So let me move this alerting here. Let's place it right at this area or even a little bit higher, and that will be my next possible area of entry. I comment gold. Let's take a look at gold for iShares Gold, the Trust iShares, and we are right now on my box in here, right? So mine isn't pink, it's red because I played around with it, so maybe it's a little bit irritated. Nonetheless, we're getting to my red box and onto a liquidity zone. That means that we're getting close for a possible re-entry on gold. So until, by the way, until I see it breaking back above the zero line, that will be my actual area of entry, right? But we're getting to, hey, warning, Will Robinson, danger, danger, Will Robinson areas. So other than that, turn it back to you, because how was your trading day, brother? And are you expecting to for a retracement now?
Yeah. So right now, obviously, I just got back. I had an appointment this morning, so you come to the screen. I was watching it at the doctor's office, and I was like, okay, everybody's gonna be buying here, so they're gonna get dumped on, and then it's gonna go somewhere, right? So I mean, everybody was super bullish up in here, and I give you guys these levels for a reason. So, pardon me, we're looking for an SFP of the high, right? What are we right now? We're range bound. So everybody's got there's two flags going on right now. Everybody's looking for that breakout, retest, continuation trade, which faked everybody out this morning. Okay, and we are still making higher lows in here. So there is some sort of hopium within the charts, but after an SFP like this, after we take this high in here, uh, remember we talked about liquidity, market structure, right? So this is equal highs right now. So if we fail, if we start losing these lows in here, we could be coming down quite hard, okay? Because right now we have higher lows, like bottoming structure here, and we have higher lows all throughout. So can we continue to push? It says yes for now, right? It says yes because we've held, right? We've held here. Is this going to, trap everybody again? Probably, right? It's just right now the market's in a state of holidays. Let's call it holidays. It's very slow right now, so you got to be almost extra patient with price action and the way it's developing, right? That's the hard part, I think, for everybody right now. It's like, man, is this thing gonna move? Like, that meme when you're poking it with a stick or whatever. That's kind of how it is right now. So if you're rushing your trades, if you're not waiting for key levels, you're gonna end up getting pretty wrecked. Okay. Yeah, it's super slow, as I said right there. It is super slow, right? It is absolutely paint drying price action, right? And this is to be expected, right? Like if we go in history, and for anybody who's new to trading, you must understand that this is called a summer lull, right? So you go through this thing between July and I would say mid-August, it starts to pick up again. Okay, so you're in this area here where price going to take its damn time. Okay, it's going to take its damn time. So, like some of the most painful trading times for me was right here, right in here. This was very painful. And what they did is they bored us out and then they pumped price to the moon. And I was new to this, so I didn't understand really what was going on because I started trading over here. So for me, it's just very much like, how much patience do I have, and am I willing to wait for the move to happen, kind of deal, right? Because if I'm not, then I don't trade, right? Because that can end up me getting taking profit too early, in and out of trades, stopped out at break even, right? So I don't know if you guys traded in here, but I mean, this was sideways, guys. This was so painful. And then you have these moments where you get excited, right? And then it goes sideways, and then it dumps on everybody. Then it goes sideways, then it pumps, then it dumps, and then it goes sideways. And then, this is mid-August here. So mid-August here, it starts to pick up. And then we start to ramp up, and then we go to Valhalla. Okay, so it's not very easy to sit through this, okay? So understand your environment and the narrative right now, because that's where we are right now, right? And if we go into this from before, this was the carry trade last time, where we were pushing and we were moving, but damn, this was slow, right? Same thing. And you can see this in the volume as well. If you just throw on volume on your chart, you can see that. And it'll be very obvious that, like, look, we're sideways, and then we get this like massive volume candle in here, and then it picks up, right? You can see it starts to pick up coming into the non-holiday season. So it's doing this on purpose, right? I think that's another thing we have to understand is right now they want you to be asleep for when it does go. Because I am bullish right now and just like aware that we could easily come back down to the lows of this range, which is 102,000. Okay, that's very much on the table right now. Because if we're range bound trading, this is where we're at, right? So it's either now or it's much later. It's now, or it's like we're looking at, probably August. Okay, so we'll see what we get, but it's something you should be aware of, right? Especially when trading in this environment. So that's why it's so important to have your key levels and look for the trades within those key levels, right? We want to take a trade with the most confluence, right? That's going to allow us to be more profitable, right? So that's why we mark out levels like this. So for me, I was looking for the liquidity up at the highs. And if you have your liquidity indicator on, it'll pop up right here. You can see that negative liquidity here. Okay, so that's a liquidity indicator, and that's just sweeping of the highs. Can it sweep the highs? It did, and guess what? It got rejected, and it rugged everybody, because everybody this morning, including everybody in my Discord, was just like, we're going to the moon. And I'm like, probably a fake out. It's probably a fake out, right? Because you must think contrarian to the market. You must. Otherwise, you'll be caught with your pants down, okay? You'll be caught with your pants down, and you'll be the guy who goes long here, and you'll be the guy who got wrecked here. You don't want to be that guy, okay? You want to understand market structure, take the long here, like I did. Luckily, I came back after all the drama. Typically, I'm live streaming, guys, but I know that this is the low that we must hold. I know this. Not this one, this one. Why this one? Because this is high-term market structure. This is on an hourly time frame. This low doesn't mean shit to me, really. It's this here. It's this one here. So this is an SFP, right? Because if I'm on like a 30-minute here, this is just a giant wick. You see? See how it's a wick? On the 15 minutes, the candle close. Not even 15-minute, okay? 5-minute maybe. Barely, okay? So this is an SFP, which suggests continuation. Okay, that's basic market structure, right? You must understand the difference between a liquidity grab and everybody getting long this morning, right? So they sent price right back down to wreck everybody. You look at the NASDAQ, what did it do? The exact same thing. Okay, the exact same thing. You don't need a rocket science degree to know this. You need to understand that this on a 5-minute time frame looks a lot different than a 15-minute, than a 30-minute. Okay, a lot different. Okay, and that will save you from thinking, hey man, we're going to go lower here, or hey man, we're going to bounce from here. Okay, didn't even need this trend line. I didn't have this trend line to tell me, hey man, it's a trend line bounce. No, I don't. I use this as a guide for momentum. Are we continuing upwards? Are we continuing downwards? When is that momentum broken? Right? That's why I have this one here. I want to see this one broken because we have price trickling down right now. Can it get out of here and get going? Or is it going to stay around here, which is the point of control of this range? We turn on our beautiful money flow point of control. It's right there. So most likely, VWAP, point of control. What are we going to do for the rest of the day, guys? Everybody all excited. Guess what we're going to do for the rest of the day? Gonna sleep. Look at OC. He knows exactly what we're doing. Big yawn, man. Right? So we are going to chop and wreck as much people in here. Whoop. Right? Or whoop. And that's it. I got long in here. I took profits at this low here, and I'm out. I'm already out. Okay? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Happy days. Can it run? Absolutely. Do I care? Not really. Made my money for the day. Shouldn't have even, been trading today. I was busy this morning, so these are the things that I'm looking at. So am I still bullish? Yes. Can it continue? Yes. Where is the resistance in front of us? Well, up at the highs here, 109,600 and at 110,500. Okay, so both of these highs here are liquidity zones that we're looking to take. If we look at something like our predictive ranges too, the premium level is up here at 110.5. That would be a target, but I wouldn't be surprised if they just stalled you out sideways here, right? We look at the S&P, got a big gap up, comes back, fills the gap. Now it's pushing back a little bit, but I would think it would chop within here, put in some support, and then maybe take an attempt up again. But look what it did. It came back for this gap in here this morning, and now it rugged back down. So you do have higher lows in the S&P. You do have higher lows in the NASDAQ, okay? But consolidating sideways. Look at it yesterday. I mean, can get any more boring, right? This is like 0.5%, not even. Okay? So that's with Bitcoin, we are still bullish on the higher term time frames. We are looking for follow through here. We are coiling, right? You can see the coiling even on this on our oscillator here, right? But we just had a giant fake out on the price action this morning. So that's why you always got to be prepared for, the contrarian look, right? If we look at this generally, there's two major breakouts here, right? We have this one that faked out everybody this morning, right? So we had this one. My favorite pattern, as OC knows. What happens every time? My favorite pattern. Every friggin' time, OC. It goes and then it rugs everybody, right?
Yes.
Every time, bro. Every time. So don't trade the breakout of this shit, man. I tell you. It's garbage, right? Then you have this one here. Okay? Look, we can be the triangle guys today. Same thing. Got the breakout and rug everybody. Fake out, rug everybody. Doesn't matter where you draw it. The only one that's still kind of okay is this one over here. So this is why you don't trade triangles, guys, or don't trade this kind of thing, because there's ways to get and you could trade this, but you would trade it with market structure, with the tools here, right? With the support and resistance, with the oversold oscillator, right? You could still be getting long here, but for different reasons, not just because the flag said so, okay? We want you to think a little bit deeper than that with our tools here. We want you to say, hey, man, this is a flag, but how do I get into this flag safely, right? It's not that it doesn't work. It's just that we can develop more of an edge than a damn flag with the tools that we have. We do have all the tools that will give you, all of your flags and all your pennants and all that stuff as well. But it's not for it's for us to use these tools in here to add to that, so that we take the trade with more confidence, that we take the trade with higher win rates, right? So I can look at this and I can be like, okay, we're at discount here. We got higher lows, equilibrium retest. I can get in here and possibly trade this flag up. I know that Alex said we have liquidity up here, so we should look to sweep it. If we do not close above it, I do not take the trade this morning. Okay? It's those things we want you to think about, right? We got bullish divergence. We are overbought this morning. We have bearish divergence this morning. Why should we be buying up here? Right? Do you go to Best Buy and go, "Hey man, can I pay full price for the sale item? Hey man, do you mind if I pay full price for that TV? I really want to support Samsung." Fuck that. I want to buy Black Friday down here, baby. Okay? It's the only thing in the world where we see it go up and we want to buy it. We see it go down, we want to sell it. Okay? We don't buy green, we buy red. And it's hard to learn that. Okay? We sell red, we sell green, right? If you had bought green in this and why is that so important? Because if you buy green and we are 80% of the time range bound. Okay? So we are 80% of the time we are range bound. And you buy green, you're fucked. Because you're going to win, you're going to lose, and then you'll win once. And then you'll show your P&L card to everybody in the Discord like you're a genius, but you've lost 3 times before that. Right? We want you to win, lose here. That's where I'd rather you lose. I'd rather buy low, sell high, and be wrong once at the end. Okay? Because it goes range to range to range. If you look at any sort of price action, right? We can draw the ranges, right? Throughout here. Buy low, sell high, however you want to draw it, but you can go from high to low. Here we're in an uptrend, right? So buy or sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, right? And then eventually it's going to go wee and you'll be wrong. Okay? And that's fine because that means you're whatever, 8 for 9, right? That's what we want to do. Or we just want to buy the dips. I hate when people say that because they, sometimes the dip keeps on dipping. Oh, buy the dip. Oh, buy the dip. No. Buy the confirmation of bottoming structure. Buy here. Buy here. Buy here. Zoom in. What does it look like on your oscillator? Bottoming out. Flips green. 3 drives a bullish divergence. Buy here. Bottoming out. Alex gave you the pink box. Buy the pink box. Okay? Bottoming out. Pink box. Support. Buy here. Okay? We ain't buying up here. Unless you're trying to take a trade that's like from here to here. And that's not easy. Ask me. I do it all day. But it's also intentional. I'm not looking to hit a home run. I'm taking a little bit out of the market. So hopefully that helps you. And you can use this predictive ranges and premium and discount levels, and it will show you exactly where the highs and the lows of the range are. You don't got to be a genius, okay? You see the yellow? Anything past the yellow, you should be looking for longs down below. Anything past the yellow up top here, you should be looking for shorts. Okay? Look at how well this worked. Okay, let's go back to this one. So we can say that, hey, man, I'm a rocket scientist, right? Below the yellow, I would be buying that all day, right? Above the yellow, I'd be selling that all day. Oh, I'd be selling that there. Oh, I might want to take profit on the first level. Oh, I might want to take profit on the first level, right? And if you take profit along the way of these predictive ranges, you'll be good to go as well. Another thing is that we're in an uptrend on higher term time frame. So in general, you should only be looking for longs if you're swing trading in here, because your trend is up. Look at OC. He's always looking. He goes, oh, where's my dynamic reactor on the 4-hour? How many times has he said that to you? How many times have you checked that? I bet you none of you have checked that today. Where's the dynamic reactor today? Right? So we should be buyers. Where should we be buyers? At the lows of the range. Where are the range? Well, get the predictive ranges out. Take a look. We're at the top of the range. Alex says don't buy the top of the range. Okay, so it's putting this together every single day, right? It's counterintuitive. Yeah, absolutely, it's counterintuitive, right? You must think about it like this is on sale, and this is price gouging, right? This is on sale. This is their marking. You're at the football game here. You're at the football game. $14 beers. Here, Equilibrium. You're at the bar. $7 beers. Here, you're at the little store selling the shit fruit and all that. $3 cerveza. Hey,
Yay.
that's the go, right?
Right there in the purple, they get your cerveza, your beer in a plastic
Exactly. It even comes with a sombrero, right? Like, oh man. So apply
love it.
that, and that's gonna really help you guys. And you got the tools to do it. Just use the tools. Identify where we're at, what we're looking to do, where's the middle of the range, where are we irrelevant to that, and then trade it with good risk management, right? Risking 1% per trade.
Absolutely. Talking about risking into the markets. Orsola mentioned if we already have gone through Ethereum, let's go check it out once again. Yes, we did. I'm expecting for a possible movement to the upside right now, but just to retrace and then push back into the 4-hour. Let me bring this up so you can see it. Let's do a recap on that one. All right, perfect. We got it right here on my screen. We have Ethereum. It's a little bit of a mess. Let me clean this up for you guys. There we go. Or better yet, there we go, like this. We're getting to a resistance, previous highs in here, all the way around here. Yes, we have a buy signal, but remember, I don't trade the buy signals. I trade the retracement on those buy signals. Let me bring my little spaghetti here. You see that we have kind of like a range going up in here, right? We also were looking into this downwards trend line. It's not about your breakout, then what? It's about your retest back in the trend line, right? Or back at the top of the range, and then off we go. There was another one or another possibility, which was just breaking through and going lower. The areas of entry of, as Alex would say, the $7 cerveza or the $3 beer would be somewhere around here, 2,418, or even better, 203,056. This was in the case that we start losing the dynamic reactor, right? But we haven't. We're pushing upwards. So remember, once again, I don't buy the green signals, I buy the retracement of those green signals. So instead of the breakout, it's about the retest. I'm waiting for a 2,600, and let me give you the exact number here, 3,694-ish, right? Around those areas for then a reversal and then a continuation. Remember that this reversal doesn't need to be a proper reversal. It can be just a flag out or a little bit of a ranging here. And as we have our dynamic reactor bouncing back out of the zero line, and we already have kind of like a range, that's where you start buying somewhere around down here for the movement to go higher. But nonetheless, look at your oscillator. We have a red divergence, a reversal. So what are we expecting? Exactly that, a possible reversal to then have a flip on the ribbon to the upside, and off we go for Ethereum. So that's what I got so far. Rest of it all, we've gone through Solana, XRP, Kronos, Ethereum, Link, Gold, Sui. So we've taken a look at mostly or many things around here. We're also going to be having a secondary show, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Alex, right, Alex? We have a hackers in 2 hours or 3 hours, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Perfect. All right. So far, what I'm doing in the market is not rushing it. All right. I'm looking for possible entries to position myself. I'm not trying to hit home runs at this point, especially because I'm on the 4 hours. It takes a little bit longer for me to take those trades. But when we take them, we usually enjoy them for a whole week of profits. So other than that, guys, thank you so much for joining. And Alex, want to say the goodbyes?
Yeah, you guys are doing great. You just need just keep testing the tools, right? Use the tools, go through the charts, mark out your key levels, see how it plays, right? See how it's respected. You're going to have to develop a relationship with these tools, right? Just like anything, it's like a trust thing, right? Like if I'm going to put money on the line, I got to see that it's working, right? And I can say it working, OC can say it's working, but you got to know for yourself, right? So go do all that testing, and we will see you guys later.
Guys, thanks so much and see you guys tomorrow.